Mane Jeth. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Easter, and other salutational adjectives preceding Columbus Day. In additional and less important news, happy birthday. I don't know what's so happy about it. Number one, you were born on that day, so we're starting off on a negative point. And number two, you caused your mom all that pain, and more than likely you started that incessant drug addiction of hers, which killed her in the end, and I guess that ain't too good. You know, I guess. I don't know. I never liked her. I never met her. I just don't like people. You know. But back to the matter at hand. Happy 43rd birthday, or 16th, whichever it is. Quite frankly, I think you look over 40, but I asked around, and all your friends seem to think you're 16. So we'll go with that one for now. And, let's just work with that. I made a list of what 16 means to a young person like yourself, and because I've been there, I've done that. It was very interesting, and I don't remember most of it, quite frankly, but I think there's some good YouTube videos of it. That's what I hear, But, number one, start at number one. You always start at number one. It's like when you're dancing, you start at the left and go to the right, unless you're Irish dancing like you do, which isn't actual dancing. It's just moving your legs around. It's like wannabe tap dancing. But, number one. Sorry. The fact that your name sounds like at least two or three. Well, if you say two, at least two, that means it's at least two or more. So you say. So I'm going to go with at least two. The fact that your name sounds like at least two different recreational and illegal drugs, will no longer be a baddish thing, except to the police and your friends who will make fun of you, but it could be kind of cool now, Number 6, you can get a driver's license, which means you can drive. But of course you're a girl, so you can't actually drive well or at all. Well, what it really means is you get a piece of plastic that allows you to pretend that you can drive. Unless you want to, start living in the real world and get out that fantasy fairyland and, realize that you don't belong in the road. You belong in the kitchen making me a sandwich and mailing it to me because I'm hungry right now. Or you can mail me some Pop-Tarts. I'm okay with Pop-Tarts. I'll hold the Pop-Tart eating record in Possum Trot, Kentucky, and which is right east or west. It's east or west depending on whether you hold the map upside down or not, but it's east or west of Monkey Brow, Kentucky. And if you don't believe those are real places, bing them, because Google is of Satan. And this is a recurring theme. I'm trying to get the message out there. But, doggone it, I lost my place. Dang, flabbit. Well, see, the thing is, I got a whole bunch of things written down, and there's a whole bunch of things scratched out. So I'm trying to go in order, but I'm having a really hard time, and you should feel ashamed of yourself for putting me through this. Let's go with point K. You look like a gopher. That's about it. That has nothing to do with being 16. It's just a freebie. Thought I'd throw a dog a bone. Number 6.57B. Oh, and I'm jumping around because, like I said, I got a bunch on here. I wrote about 100 things, and then most of them had to be edited out for obvious reasons. If that ain't so obvious to you, well, that's because your IQ is the same as your age. And, I used to think IQ was how people in Possum Trot, Kentucky said, I like you, but it ain't. And I wanted you to know that in case you even went up there and, I didn't want you to sound stupider. But also, important note, you should feel special. I'm wearing my favorite shirt. I've done had it since I was 12 years old, and I've been wearing it since then, and it's fit every day except for the sleeves. The sleeves were lost in a tragic scissors accident about 6 years ago, which is longer than I've had the shirt, which is weird. I was just pulling the number out of my hat, and I'm not even wearing a hat. If you want, I can wear a helmet, though. Yeah, I'll wear a helmet. Alright, so, thing is, this shirt is very dear to me. It's my favorite shirt. got a little blood on it tonight. I was in a wrestling match on a high-speed boat, and we hit a wave, and boom, and well, this thing ain't comfortable, but we hit a wave, boom, and well, somebody's face got broken open and blood splattered, and I got some like right here. Anyway, it's my favorite shirt, and I don't know how it's fit this long. I think, see, I got myself a theory done worked up for explaining it, and what I figure is some guys from the future came back. No, hold on. I got this. Confusing myself. Schizophrenia is a bad thing. Don't do drugs. Say your prayers. Here it is. I got it written out so I wouldn't get confused. But I can't really read too well, so it's kind of counterproductive. I think some guys from the past built a time machine and came to now, the present. You're welcome from the grammar lesson. And then went back to their own time to write The Curious Case of Benjamin Button after seeing me in my shirt. Either that, or my shirt's made of the same material as Superman's undershorts. You know, the purdy red ones he wears over his pants? Thanks in tarnation. I keep losing my place, but, I tried a PowerPoint presentation, but the computer sucks at the library. And, well, not as much as those police officers who kept pestering me the whole time I was trying to work. See, kept saying I was disturbing the peace. I don't know why. It might be because when I first went in there, see, what happened was I went in there and I started trying to, work on the computer, and it wasn't working, so I kicked the hard drive, and then I backhanded the mess out of that monitor, and it broke. And, well, the library worker dude got all mad at me, and he was a real old fella. Very old, gray hair, kind of hunched over. It was real. He looked like Gollum. It was disturbing. And so anyway, he started yelling at me and said I needed a library card to work the computer. So, I didn't know. I'd never been in a library before. One of my homeless friends told me about it. And, he said it was a good rest stop, but he also mentioned there was computers. So I thought, I might kill two birds with one stone. Anyway, I went in there and I started trying to get one of them library cards from the library worker dude. I was trying to be nice and get a library card, and he kept asking me for my number, and I thought he was one of them pedophiles, so I started running around the library screaming stranger danger, and they didn't like that too much. So I think that might be the disturbing the peace part. Either that or the point at which I drop kicked a 4-year-old little girl and took her library card to use the computer. It was one of the two. But anyway, I'm going to get some sleep, or try to. I may stay awake all night just to thinking about cow tipping, because it's what I wish I was doing. It's illegal. Don't tell anybody I was doing that, because I wasn't. You didn't hear anything. Shh. But, also, this video ain't your Christmas present or your birthday present. There's an Easter egg hidden in this video, and I hope you hear it, because that's your real birthday present. Happy birthday, Mane Jeth.